to talk about what the AAA experience is and what it means to our students. Last year, I worked with a group of individuals that I entitled the Think Tank, which is just like some leadership mentoring that was provided. And one thing that they were charged to do was a special project. And that special project was to find the things that were unique to DeSoto ISD, that stood out with our district, and what is the fabric of DeSoto ISD. If we wanted to define who we are as a district and what it is that are our best hopes that we want to accomplish, we did a deep dive to see what that was. And so, we looked at campuses and we saw unique opportunities. We talked to leaders, we talked to people, and what we came away with in that analysis was that DeSoto ISD provides a AAA experience. And so today, I thought it was important that we branded this AAA experience all around, to the point that other districts, they're kind of picking up on the things that we've identified. But what I want to talk to us about is, what is the great things that we do collectively that we don't necessarily see in our individual lane? And so, the AAA experience really is about our holistic, well-rounded approach to education, centered on academics. Last year we celebrated tremendous growth coming out of the pandemic, and we're hoping to see even more growth as our final test scores and accountability is rated. But today, since ratings don't come out until September 26th, all of our schools, where elementary schools, our students attend a campus that's an A or a B campus. That's a result of our collective work. When we talk about the arts, we spent a lot of time this year celebrating the achievement of Ms. Dawson winning the Grammy. However, for 7 years, DeSoto has been named an outstanding community for music and arts education. That's our collective work. We have an elementary school with a fine arts program. That's unique. And that wasn't something new, but something that we are excited to relaunch, to rebrand, and to elevate. We have a middle school that's focused on the arts. And West Middle School also has well-rounded arts programs. And a lot of people say that we value athletics over academics. And I will tell you, absolutely not. I will tell you, if it wasn't for athletics, some students wouldn't be academics.
All right.
So, we shouldn't hang our head that we're home to more than 20 state championship teams as a district. Not many districts can do that, but DeSoto ISD can. And so this year, we're excited to talk about soaring forward. Because yes, there were bumps in our past, but there are lessons that we can learn from eagles. One of the greatest lessons is that an eagle elevates as a result of a storm. And DeSoto ISD, that introduction video, you saw that the eagle uses that turbulence to lift and to soar and to fly high. So this is our year, DeSoto ISD. This is our year, DeSoto ISD. This is our year, DeSoto ISD. This is our year, DeSoto ISD, to soar forward. So it is my esteemed pleasure. We could have brought anybody out to talk to you. We could have called somebody to entertain you with jokes. We could have called somebody to give you an inspiring word. We have phenomenal people in our audience that are our leaders and teachers. We could have brought you to the stage. But today, it is important for us to understand these students are our why. When times get tough and times get rough, that we have this mission, vision, and we have goals that are about getting numbers on the board. But at the end of the day, it is the work that we do for students. It is that intangible impact that you may never know that is valuable. So today, we're going to talk to students so that you can hear from them why your work is important, and why we appreciate you. So at this time, it is my esteemed pleasure to bring up our student panelists. All right, well, good morning, students. We are so excited to have you all here this morning to talk about the AAA experience from the perspective of students. We want our staff to see and hear and understand how they impact your experiences and what their presence in the classrooms means to you and what you aspire to become. So I'll start with just my personal story about teachers. When I introduced myself to the district, I told everybody I was just a little girl who loved to play school. And the reason why I loved to play school was because I had amazing teachers that cared for me, that loved me, that inspired me, and pushed me. And so today, what we would like for you to do is just have a conversation with your teachers and talk to them about what they mean to you through providing the AAA experience. So first, we'll go down. I'll start with this side. Please give us your name, your grade, a few of the activities that you are involved in, and your college and or career goals.
I'm Noah Bordeaux. I'm a senior. I do debate. My college career goals is to go to Howard University.
All right. My name is Jamar Carton. I'm the head of the debate team.
All right.
I'm a sophomore this year now. And I'm happy to be at DeSoto, by the way. This is an amazing school. I really love this place. I've been here all my life.
I'm Jesus Guerrero. I'm going into my junior year. I'm in debate, tennis, football, and Spanish Honor Society.
My name is Alonso. I am an upcoming junior, and I am in the tennis team. I am also the treasurer of the Spanish Honor Society, as well as in early college.
Good morning. My name is Lyric Edwards. I am a senior, and I am the captain of the volleyball team at DeSoto High School. And I plan on studying psychology when I get to college.
Good morning, my name is Aviva Moncrief. I'm a drum major in the band. I'm a senior class president and National Honor Societies. I want to be a historian when I get out of here.
Okay, awesome. All right, so let's start out by talking about how long you've been in DeSoto ISD and what you enjoy most about your school experience. And so we won't go down the road, but I'll just ask a few people to start. And so you said that you love DeSoto. So can you start by telling us what you love about DeSoto?
Yes, definitely. I love it. Like I said, I love this place. I've been here since pre-K. So I've been here for a very long time. Like, remember when we used to have Northside? I went there. I was a part of Northside's drumline. I love that. See, we were able to do music. We were able to go places, even in elementary. So imagine what we were able to do in middle school and high school. So I love this place because of all the things it can do for us. It does things for its students. So of course I'm gonna love this place like it's my own home. It's my home. I live here.
I don't know how I'm going to follow up with that, but well, so basically, I just love that you can literally walk down the halls and see people that you see every single day, and it's basically just a huge little community that's huge but small at the same time. And also, since I've been here since like him pre-K, one more year longer than you. I've known people for 11 years, and that's insane.
All right, so we started talking about clubs and activities. So Aviva, you are now your class president, and you are the drum major in band. So what other things were you involved in, and how did you get to the place where you excel to be a leader among your peers?
Okay. I first came here when I was in 2nd grade, and they just put me like in this random class. And then I came from like Montessori school, so I had no idea how public school or anything like that worked. And they put me in this class. It was the GT class, so I got tested, and I was in GT for the longest, I guess. So that's probably like my first ever like DeSoto activity. In 6th grade, well, in 5th grade, I knew I wanted to do music because I really liked our music teacher because we used to talk about history. So I was like, oh, I'll just join the band. I'll play a couple songs I like. It's not what happened. I do not play just songs like, I'm just like, ooh, I like this song, I'm gonna play it. But I really just stuck with it. I think I just joined band, and maybe it was just too hard for me to get out, I don't know. But I'm still in it, and it's really taught me how to grow as a person. I always say that school has always come really easy for me. Band was the first thing I ever struggled in, and I knew I just couldn't walk away from that. I knew I had to, put myself through trials and tribulations so I could grow as a person. And I had a lot of teacher support. I had a lot of support from teachers here and just, everyone. Yeah, I don't know. So I hope that answered the question.
All right. Okay, so let's go to Lyric. So Lyric, you are a volleyball player.
Yes.
And so you shared with me that playing volleyball, you don't have a lot of time for a whole lot of things, but how does volleyball help you to succeed in school?
Volleyball, obviously, it's a pass or play type situation, so our coaches are very adamant of keeping us and making us stay vigilant with our grades and academics, because if you don't pass, then you don't play. And nobody wants to face those consequences, so we obviously have to hold ourselves accountable with our grades, because those are the things that do come first, and those are the things that help us get our scholarships, and we have to build off of that. So being in a program that has coaches that are very caring and want us to succeed in those parts of our life is what helps us grow as players and students at the same time.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So I'll go over here to the fellas. So debate. You're the head of debate. And tell me again, you are in?
Debate as well. Debate as well.
Debate as well.
Uh-huh.
So I was in forensics in high school, and it was a lot of work. So tell me about debate, and how does debate help you in school?
It teaches you communication skills. A lot of people who come in aren't good at speaking, and so it allows you to jump over that hurdle and get better at speaking and speaking to people directly and being a leader in your group. It also teaches you to be accountable, because you have to make your own cases, so you have to prepare yourself for your own role in debating. So it allows you to be more accountable in yourself and teach you responsibility.
Awesome. And Ms. Nance is very passionate about debate. And so she set a goal last year for our debate team to be able to compete in the national competition. And this year we actually had 2 students that qualified to go to the national debate tournament this summer in Arizona. So, despite of what they say in blogs and on social media, right, great things are happening here in DeSoto ISD. And so we haven't heard a lot from you, so tell us what is something that you participate in and what's been great for you as you participated in school here in DeSoto.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm in a Spanish Honor Society, debate with them as well, and football and tennis.
So how do you have time for school? So you said debate, Spanish Honor Society, football, tennis.
I'm planning on so much more too.
What are those grades look like though?
AV student.
Okay, all right.
The way I manage all this is because in this school of all these diverse people with all these skills, it's gonna be hard to stand out. So I know if I have to try my hardest in everything I do, and try everything to succeed.
Awesome. Well, you know what? That's great. So
I shared that my first grade teacher, Ms. Gower, was extremely special to me. I don't really know why I would say she was my favorite teacher other than I just felt she was really, really caring. So this time I want to slow down and have each of you all think about your K-12 career as you're on this journey, and who is a teacher that you would say stuck out as a favorite for you and why that teacher is a favorite. So I'll start on this side with the ladies.
Well, I had a teacher who was named Ms. Vincent. She was the orchestra teacher here in DeSoto when there was orchestra.
Okay, we're working hard. We're gonna bring it back.
Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. But I still talk to her today, and I still talk to her nowadays. And it's been 6 years since I've last 6 years, or well, actually, I think it's been more than 8 since I've even known her. And she's still very special in my life. She still gives me advice here and there. She's practically that set adult that gives me comfort when I need it.
Awesome.
So my favorite teacher is Mr. Medina. But I've actually never had him like as an actual teacher. He's just been a teacher that's been there. Like, he's very authentic as a person, and you can tell with just how he interacts with the students and the teachers as well. And although I haven't had him as a teacher, I have learned many things from him, and he's been like a very big emotional support person that I could have around for myself when I needed it. So I really do thank him.
It's hard for me to say who's my favorite teacher because I've been very, very blessed to have tons of really incredible teachers. But I will say the one that stands out to me as far as like a career choice is probably Miss Wazoo. She's been my history teacher for like the past 2 years, and I've always loved history. I always knew I wanted to be a historian. But it's really, really incredible to like just watch someone with a very good in-depth knowledge of history, who's very clearly passionate about history, and who believes in teaching history the way it happened. You know, she's not super stuck to a textbook or to, protocol. And then also, I just took African American Studies this past year with Mr. Rodgers, and that was just an incredible class. He was an incredible teacher. And I learned so much, and that really motivated me to go major in African American Studies. Yeah, awesome.
Well, I think a teacher that really stood out to me is our very own debate teacher, Miss Nance. I say this because the first day I came into her class, I'm not gonna lie, sorry Miss Nance, I thought she was gonna be very strict. But getting to know her, seeing that even students that are already graduated or in college still ask for her help, and she's very much responsive to them. And every day in class, we're always like, it's debate, so we learn about political topics, and she never shies away of telling us her opinion or letting us talk to her about our opinions. And I think that's really good to have with the teacher, because you get to see like their point of view on like real world topics. So thank you, Mr.
My favorite teacher would have to be Miss Mitchell, if any of y'all know her. She was my second grade teacher.
Shout out to my second grade teacher.
She actually cared for her students, and you could feel it when you were in her classroom. Like, everything around her. We used to have this thing called Donut Day. What other teacher you know has a donut day? And not only that, she used to have these after-school parties for kids who were doing well. So that actually gave you incentive to do well in her class. I ended up being one of the top scorers in her class because of those parties. I love them so much.
All right, teachers, so take notes and switch tutoring sometime to an after-school party for high achievers. That's a good feedback.
For me, it would have to be Miss Nance, the debate teacher. Last year was my first year doing debate, and with her guidance, her teaching me about debate, I was one of the students who was able to go to nationals last year. So that was good. I give thanks to her for teaching me about debate and just guiding me through it and allowing me to be successful.
All right, awesome. So, as we're thinking about school and your aspirations for college and career, how does DeSoto ISD's AAA experience, and that AAA experience is our focus on academics, the arts, and athletics, how has that supported you in your ability to achieve your goals? And anybody can take that one that wants to go first.
So I play oboe in the band, and there are probably a few of y'all who are like scratching your head, what is that? And that's the great thing about playing oboe, is it's like nobody plays it, so it's like instant scholarships. So that's probably what I would say is, number one, that academics, I'm always just an academic person, I don't like to rhyme. So athletics is just like never it for me. But I always knew I wanted to go to college, and I was like, okay, college is a no-brainer or whatever, but now that I'm a senior, it's like, okay, well, how am I gonna pay for it? And I just love music so much, and I just love that oboe, and I know that I'm good at it, so I can just go and like get my scholarship, but it's that access to it. And I talk to my dad about it all the time. It's just like, there aren't a lot of people who look like me who play oboe. There just aren't a lot of people who play oboe generally. And there's empowerment in that, and there's definitely a lot of opportunity. And I'm really, really glad that I was able to go to a school that has oboes and has people who can show me, you know, here's who to talk to if you need help with your oboe. So, yeah.
Awesome.
The thing about my career aspiration that I don't remember saying in my introduction is that I want to be a trauma surgeon, and that is a very competitive career choice, especially in the medical field. And a lot of what DeSoto provides is experiences that you can put under your belt when having resumes, when writing college essays and such. And now I have so many things that I can put under this very big belt, I hope. And I can be that versatile person the colleges want. So, yeah.
Awesome. So, Lyric, you want to go first to answer, guys? You want to take a shot at that question?
Well, I mean,
how has being in volleyball helped prepare you for your career, or anything that you've experienced in DeSoto ISD? How's that helped prepare you for your career?
It just really works with teamwork, really, and like building a system of togetherness and helping me do problem solving with people, you know, because, you know, it's not just you in that sport. You can't just be the only person doing one thing. You have to work with a team, and it's a system. So it really does help with teamwork and like problem solving with other people.
Awesome. All right, fellas, any of you want to take a shot at answering that question?
Well, arts has helped me since debate is an art. So the thing I'm going into is business. I'm gonna be a big business guy, so I'm gonna have to negotiate a lot. And debating is kind of like negotiating, but a lot more arguing. But it's also in debate, we also have to speak. So to be a good business person, you have to be able to speak well. But that's not what just arts. That's also academics. You have to know your stuff, or else someone's gonna get I forgot the word for it, but someone's gonna be better than you in all aspects if you don't have academics, arts, and athletics. So the field that I'm going into, I need those things. So that's how DeSoto is helping me with that.
Awesome.
Something I would say about myself is I'm very competitive and I love to plan. I told my mom I have an entire plan for my life already, and she says that you need to, enjoy your childhood and stuff like that. But something I love about just the AAA is that I want to go into politics, and I have a whole plan for it. And it's a very competitive thing. It's you have to be informed, you have to be good with your words, you have to be a public figure, someone people to look up to. And with AAA, academics, arts, athletics, all that, it's something you need so you could be a good role model to the people around you. And I think I'm really grateful for this district for having it.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Big thing for me with debate is debate helped me with my communication skills. And I think that's very important as an adult because once you go off on your own, then you're on your own, you can't rely on your parents or anybody else anymore, it's just you. So you have to have the ability and strength to speak up when you need help, to speak up when find your way around campus, to speak up when you want to learn more about your career. So I just think communication and what debate has taught me would be pivotal in my life.
Awesome. Well, let's give a big round of applause to our student panelists. Thank you all so very much for sharing your insights. As we wrap up this discussion, what is one thing that you would like to say to teachers to encourage them to continue to help you to soar forward?
I'll say thank you, first of all. I know it isn't always easy. I know we aren't always your friends, and we don't always see you guys in the best light, but you guys do help us. Whether we realize that now or 5 years from now or even 10 years from now, everything you guys do is very important.
Just like him, I want to say thank you for all y'all have actually done. And some of the students don't really appreciate it, but when y'all are strict, that does help us a bit. But don't be too strict now. It gets to be too much at one point, okay? That's all I gotta say. Don't be too strict on us.
Again, thank y'all. I know y'all don't get the appreciation y'all really deserve. Just remember, every student's different. People learn at their own pace. But yeah, thank y'all so much.
First of all, I would like to say that you guys are changing lives. No matter who that you're touching, well, not touching, whoever you're speaking to, whoever you're teaching, whoever you're guiding, will always remember your words no matter wherever they go. And in that, you are this kid's or this child's or even just student in general's guide to success. So I hope that you remember that. And good luck for the future school year.
I would like to say thank you because you all are a big part of our lives and, helping us grow as people. But one thing I would like to say is to please be patient because there are many different kids and personalities and things that go on in other people's lives that, that they have to deal with as well. So just remember to be patient with the children.
I'd also like to say thank you. I think teachers are just so incredible. It's so crazy that y'all just wake up and do 8 to 3 with us. A very long
job
day.
is done. We don't have an ending time, so it's just a job.
Yeah, it's really a great thing, and I respect you all so much. But I would say the best teachers I've ever had knew me. They just really, really took the time out to get to know me, to understand me. So yeah, that's what I'd say. And also, take care of yourself. It's a really hard job. As much as you need to be patient with children, be patient with yourself, take everything day by day. I've been a drum major for coming up 2 years now. Leadership is not easy. It's very hard to be over a lot of kids.
Tell me about it.
It's hard. So sometimes, I just have to go and be I can't even talk to you. I need to go regulate myself, So, none of that.
Well, let's give it up